Did you like that song I did for you last night?
Practicing that song. Night of Silence.
Step. No, what are you doing here? Come on. We're gonna do. We got our. In your room over here. Anyway, Nights of Silence. Anyway, Nights of Silence. There it goes. Nights in white satin. So we let Lon sing. Lon, never reaching the end. We're gonna do it for you again. Share this to the. That's good. Frozen yogurt. We got the coffee heating up over here. Oh, here we're gonna put some honey in it. Boiling. Using a crock pot like a warmer. Just a little bit of this. There's a creamer to let it cream up in there. One spoon. One spoon. One spoon. One spoon. One spoon. One spoon. A bit of honey. Honey. Yeah, that's the coffee ready. Round and round she goes. When she stops, no one knows. The engine will eventually go. It will eventually wear down. Because it's a continuous acceleration. We'll just go pour this, bring it back so it'll stay hot for some more. Some more. You like some more? Interesting thing about that word some more, not many people know, but it was invented, believe it or not, in my sister's Girl Scout camp one night. One evening, up in the, I don't even remember where it was. It was not my sister that. So we're running down the hill to get some to get the chocolate. My mama called out. They were calling them s'mores. The Girl Scout camp was calling them s'mores. And we went and got to go, and they were raising me as a little boy, but you know how that goes. They've introducing you to the things you're supposed to be, your ultimate destinies and things, you know, ultimately. You know, because it was set in the beginning, before we ever got here, you know, it was like, well, the conversation went, well, we don't want to go, we don't want to be a boy. For Christ's sake, don't want to be a boy. It's really been terrible for boys. But it's been bad for women, but it's been terrible for boys, too. You know, like, you know, in the olden days, back when, you know, they had the, back in the day, the crucifixions, Jesus was not the only one that went on crucified on a cross. Okay? Lots of people can do a nail mark in a minute. It's so good, hubby. Oh man. Here, Roger, get that face in. Where's the spoon at? Anyway, so today we gotta go still. The vortex this week. Today it's like yesterday was the vortex. No, that's not the right motion. That's not. I gotta get my hand around and around like this. And we're stuck in it like the Wizard of Oz, like the Wicked Witch and the Wizard of Oz, riding our little stupid bicycle. But we're driving the truck though, around and around. You know what? Yesterday I was so frantic. Oh my God. Still, we got to go look for it. We can't do our live broadcast, simulcast. You know why? We were in such a hurry. Right out the door, we're trying to get ready to go. Blah blah. Here comes this guy. They left this job over here. This, going on and on and on because this stupid thing, stupid this and stupid that. Just having to deal with things. Trying to rehab this trailer. Is how it goes. And you just can't predict stuff. And it goes on and on, and now it's a water heater. Now we got the water heater in the back. So I got to fix it, and we got to modify it to fix it because they don't want to spend the $150 to buy the new unit to put in there, or I don't know, $80, $90. Can't buy one that cheap anymore. Even the small ones are expensive. So anyway, you got to put an element in it, and it's got this big stupid, it's got this. It's got Ron's name in it. What the heck was the brand name? Anyway, don't matter. Don't matter what the brand name is. Estron, Eltron, something. It's a custom element that has a thermostat built right into the element. You have to thread the whole thing in. Got the thermostat, so you replace the element, you get element thermostat all at once. Same thing. Anyway, so we're gonna go see if we can just find the element for the thing. And if not, well, it means, we're gonna put probably a nipple where the larger thread size is, and then we'll put a bell reducer on that, and then put the smaller element thread size in that, thread that in. Anyway, and then cut out some of the styrofoam. There'll be an episode for live recycling. We'll do it right here, right on this camera, live stream that, okay? And that'll be an episode of live recycling. Doing recycling this water heater. Yeah. But we're gonna have to go shopping today. We can't do no live broadcasting today. You know why? Well, we were such in a hurry because we were out the door and they came by and put us in, wow, squawk, squawk, squawk. And these people that squawk, squawk, have no idea what damage they do, really did. And because the damage that was done was, being in a hurry, well, we'd gone over there, back over to the what you call it? Oh, by the way, see it right here? Let me do this. Here, see these two right here? Well, that in the Bible, the Lord, they talked about the cherubims. The Lord has his cherubims, and they sit from on the left and on the right. Well, these are my cherubims, And anyway, so we figured out thinking about it, we just figured out what the word means, cherubims. Directly translated in English, it means cherubims. And they sit on the left and they sit on the right. They just sit and they sit all night. They sit every day. They think about things and they think about things and they think about things. Yeah, you're thinkers. You're thinking dogs. I know you are. You sit there and watch you. I sit out right there in the distance and watching you. I have no idea I'm watching, just hanging out, I'm doing art, doing artwork projects and then modeling for building that model for the Twister bike, for the Goliath Vortex motor company, manufacturing company we're putting together, starting that ultimately will produce these bikes and sell them, and will produce cars and sell them. Well, or lease them rather, long-term single fee lease. The lease I'm liking is like, you could buy it, you lease it, it's like you own it. If something serious breaks, like one of the units quits working, you have to You have to fly in on 3 units. Okay, which you can do. See if you got in the car, you got 4 units. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, right? Like this. And imagine, see, these things would look like, imagine if you had a rocket engine facing down, or a jet facing down, you know, and but there's no exhaust coming out of them because they use biased kinetic force propulsion. Because we solved the equation. It has to do with. I'm not going to show you yet. We're not ready to publish the equation. Sorry, in math. And you know what? Why? Because I'm still deciding what terms to use, what symbols to use. You know, should I use a U here, or should I use a, you know, where there's unified forces? You consider, anyway. And then besides that, I don't have some manner of patent. It's considered a pre-patent pending. Okay, setting it up. Consider the page, the Facebook page, the Goliath Vortex Manufacturing, the business. It is the trademark. Okay, which represents also whatever a legal right to whatever product we're gonna produce and sell and manufacture, sell, lease, and or rent. Well, yeah. Well, back to the lease. So what we're gonna do is probably it'll be, well, you can lease it like you own it, and it'll be lifetime warranty on these Goliath motors. I think you send it back, we fix it. That way, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, because there's a lot to think about when you start thinking about the business end of things. But so we've joined the. Oh, that's what. Yeah. Okay. The U.S. Patent Office has a website, has a place. We're joining that. Joined it. Oh, you need to do the name, update the name. That's what we're going to do. Because we joined it as Vortex Space Motor Manufacturing. We have to update the name. Dude, why did we change the name? It's because there's a rocket company that uses a Vortex thing in the rocket. And they call themselves Vortex Space Motors. My spoiled bean. And I suppose you want one too. I left the spoon over there making that vortex. So, anyway, so back to that. So, all in a hurry. Oh yeah, by the way. Add reverb to that. All right, anyway. So, you want to be the drum? Huh? Who wants to be the drum? Oh, there's another parody for him. Instead, he is a drum dog. Instead, you can do the pum pum pum. But he also he's. She's a beaner. He wants to be the drum. There's the film. You want to act so stupid till you're called so dumb. Ah, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get more coffee. Oh, we forgot to put it back in the warmer. Well, it's the warm. All right. Here's the more coffee. And we're going to, well, and we need the spoon. There's the spoon. I know you want to do one off the spoon. He loves it off the spoon. He loves it off the spoon. Anyway, so yeah, back to that. So what happens? We go over to the place we're doing the community service. What was it called again? Nevada Community Outreach. Go over there and go to close out our workstation. Because we told them we'd be back probably. And we'll still be back. Here we're going to go back and do some more. It's fun. You get to knick-knack do stuff, organize stuff, and they give you little bonuses. You get little keeper stuff. Take a couple of things. And then we're gonna set up a box for Goodwill for the Public Space Association. Is going to place a box over there. Well, if they agree. All right, here. I'm gonna put the medicine in this little bit of coffee here. We need to put these pill cases away. Here comes the Vortex. Goes the other way. Clockwise. Now, counterclockwise. Clockwise. Counterclockwise. I don't know which way to go. It's on the board. And there we go. And stir that up like that. Mm. Mm. And I'll skim it. Mm. 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 Where's mine? Hot rocking. Mm. Mm. Yummy. Mm. I'm going to finish it because it had the medicine in it. That's what I gotta do. I can go get more for you guys. Look at him drooling. Look, you need a napkin or something? And he got drool hanging out down in here. Here. Let me get you something, a napkin. Oh, that's chewed up. Stuff I picked up after we had the chewing session. Napkin. I even got a napkin. All right, here. That's ready to be washed. Where's that blouse? Here, beside it. Here. Let me get that. Shh. Hang out over there for now. In case you got more. Drool baby. He's a drool baby. He's a drool baby. It's 9:32. We gotta get going. So we're gonna go by. Oh yeah. Let me finish telling you of that vortex. Yesterday's vortex out there. Okay, so what happens is we go over there to close out our workstation, right? And uh, so we went to court. Okay, we went to court, and they said we sat in court long enough to finish out our time, and they said, okay, the attorney said, okay, we might as well just call it a done case, and so they just gave us the rest of the time as time served, and that was that. Community service was over, and that was that. But what Rocky did through the whole thing, and that was his plan, I think, was to get me out where I could meet somebody like that, get involved in a community service thing or some kind of situation like that, and make some good out of it. And there it was. And so ultimately, it's going to maybe lead to a box we can place there. So, because they throw a lot away stuff, throw away a lot of stuff that because their whole operation is gauged towards just the basic minimal needs of people, that like women that are ejected from their houses, people that are lost their jobs, whatever, blah blah, or lost everything in a fire. Okay, for instance, or that kind of thing. So the basic stuff, all manner of clothes and dishes, and so some basic stuff, but they don't they don't put out anything. Martini glasses, wine glasses, electronic stuff. Scads of electronic stuff goes in the dumpster. So, and then, so I think that's all stuff that could be, somebody could still use and could be bought for really cheap price. Okay, stuff that could stick out there on dollar day. Okay, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Just and for so because the homeless people go shopping on dollar day, and they go in there for $10 and get a lot of stuff. And the homeless people do go for electronics and stuff, MP3 players, CD players, used phones, all kinds of stuff that are recyclable and reusable, brought back into life. I don't know about used phones. I think phones are pretty. Anyway, speaking of that, so here's what happened. So that phone was getting pretty beat up anyway. But so as we're leaving, we pick up our box because we got to put together a little box over there. We go by there, and the workstation was already done. We were going to put in a little time, see, and if we'd have done that, it would maybe not what would have happened didn't happen, wouldn't have happened. What did happen wouldn't have happened. But see, what happens? See, in a vortex, the way it works is, you got a period like that. When you finally get to this, right, and it starts doing this, and anything that's here like that works its way down. It gets in a funnel because of gravity, because of the pressure. There's more pressure down here than there is up here. And so what happens is this angular momentum that's inside it is carried down into a funnel. Okay, and by the time it gets down here, the velocity is the same. Okay, if you doubt me, go watch that video, the Walter Lewin video. You know the one I'm talking. He's in playlist. He's in our playlists. Okay, watch that. Go to the playlist stuff we study in a loop, and we don't need to study it no more. And all that video did was bring that it reminded me, myself and I, of the thing, the past, to the point we needed to put our brain in order to do this project. Okay. Anyway, so here's how this works in the tornado, right? Like this. Works its way down, and by the time it gets down here, it's like a drill bit. Just go right? Okay, because the frequency goes up. Velocity is the same, but it covers less distance. By the time it gets down here, it's going zipping like a crazy thing. Okay, so that's why it's so destructive. So this thing comes over here, the zip-a-doo drill bit comes over here. What's happening is because of this, because of the stuff being set into angular momentum and the pressure zone created by the vortex is a funnel, and because the centrifugal force is produced by the angular momentum against the centrifugal zone being a pressure zone creates a force called the Euler force. It's the Coriolis force. Uh, um, Before, well, actually, the Euler force, Coriolis force is the force of the propensity of it trying to 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 uh, to to go in a straight line. Okay, which actually creates the centrifugal force against the centrifugal zone. Okay, so the Euler force is this one where because the centrifugal and centrifugal forces are at an angle like this, whatever the steeper the angle, the quicker it's going to climb this way, and ultimately the more it's going to suck. Okay, so what happens is the Euler force there's the causes everything to want to climb out of the funnel. So that's the thing that makes your it goes zip, and it goes wee like this. Euler force. Okay. So it's the Euler force that causes the suck sound. On the right is right at the precipice or the event horizon of the vacuum that's created. And the vacuum is created by all the rising air that comes up the middle, straight up the middle. Then it comes up the thing, and it ejects it out the top. Okay, unless of course if the forces aren't enough to keep it, it'll bring the stuff up, and it'll bring it up, and it'll just and they'll come out like that, and it'll just throw it out. And it's like, psh. So anyhow, we're carrying this box. We put the keys to the vehicle and the multi-device, the two telephones that sing, that carried around, they had on tripods and all that I produced with. Okay, we have in our hand, right, like this. I'm carrying around the keys and the box, put them in the box, and then I'm carrying the box. And I set the box in the truck, pull the stuff, pull the phone and the keys out of the box. And this guy, motorhome, pulls up behind me while I'm getting in the truck, and I don't realize that I've set the phone down on the back of the truck instead of putting the phone inside. I put my notebook thing and everything I was carrying up in the cab, and and lo and behold, I take off and I drive away with that phone there, and so right out the gate, first I think, well, it fell off of there. The guy picked it up because let's see, and I was headed to the post office. I got almost all the way to the post office when I realized it was coming, because I was headed there to help take care of my friend Janie, take care of her. Oh, I can message her on Facebook. Yeah, that's what I need to do. To let her know that the phone's gone. Anyway, so yeah, I was headed to the post office because I needed to get information out of it for her. I was helping her. She's down in Brazil, and that's when I realized it was gone. I turned back around, looked all over the place, or turned back around, went, parked. I didn't see it as I was pulling into the parking lot or whatever, thinking it might still be in the truck. I went over there, went in to see if it was turned in. Like it was not turned in. Okay, so let's start calling it. I started calling it. I had somebody inside start calling over and over and over. Went out, and I didn't hear anything, but it would ring, okay, and ring and ring and ring, and then go to voicemail. And ring and ring and ring and go to voicemail. And ring and ring and ring and go to voicemail. Okay. And so we tried the other phone that was attached to it, that ring and ring and ring and go to voicemail. But both phones on still. So we're thinking, well, the guy picked him up. The guy in the motorhome picked it up and drove off with it. Okay. So we went to the cop shop. We've got police report we haven't even filled out yet. Went to the cop shop, went to the Nye County Sheriff's Office and gave them a report, a description, blah blah. They started looking for the guy, and 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 so it's like we need to follow that up. We need to go by there and and need to go by there and cancel our report, I guess, or find out if they recovered it. Complete report, something, so they don't go wonder what the hell. And then um, anyway, so in the midst of doing the deeds of the day, trying to mess with this guy's water heater thing, finding out that it was broken and it needs to be fixed, and they don't want to spend money to fix it. So I mean, to buy another one, so I'm gonna have to fix it and and figure out what to do with this oddball part. If I can't get the oddball parts, see the vortex is just worse and worse and worse. And one of these days it needs to, it's going to break. And where what's going on is that I'm trying to hang on at the bottom of it, like it shows in the Twister movie. When at the end when Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt, and they're hanging onto that pipe and they're upside down. This twister sucking them up, right in the middle of right in the very apex, right in the funnel, right in the highest point of action. Right there, what's going zippy doo like a drill bit, and they get sucked. They're going like straight up in it. Okay, that's where I'm at. We're just trying to hang on, and it's just getting worse and worse, and it's just right on us going. And in the case of the metaphorical vortex, it's not like it's going to just move around at random, because of some kind of, because of differences in the breezes, it points at you like a rifle. Or I'm going to point at the camera, and then you'll be pointing at Rocky. Hey, Rocky. You. Yeah. They pointed at you. And then how about you, B? Oh, here. Let's see. Point it. Should I point it? Should I point at myself in the camera like this? Here we go. Point at myself. Touch my nose. Touch my hair. Ooh, touch my hair. Ooh, touch my hair. Touch my hair. Anyway, being goofy. Like you sometimes you're goofy. Goofy dog. Anyway, yeah, so the metaphorical vortex has come at you, focused at you. That's the difference. Is the real vortexes are kind of random. The tornadoes and the twisters, they come through, they go through wherever they're going to go. Where the metaphorical vortex is pointed right at you. It's out to get you. It's the one out to get you. They operate by slightly different laws, but still, they're absolutely unavoidable. Anyway, I sing. My nose is still plugged in right. Oh, Lucky wants to go out. They want to go out. They want to go out. So we're going to do a little bit of singing, and we're going to close this up. Okay. Because I have to go.
Oh. Okay. So we're just using a monitor, a room monitor, like it's a live stage.
There's my little tool I use. Look, I got chocolate. Just wondering what I'm doing. I'm picking my nose. I know you want to see it, so. Okay. Got a stick I put in there that goes through the hole left by the septum that's no longer there. It was deviated for so many years. And the stick is perfect size. It's a marijuana stem, and it's perfect shape to go in there and knock this stuff loose that's in the middle and push it through where you get it out. It's not sharp like a metal object would be, where the stems offer some penetrable, offer a brush-like effect on the stabby-like stuff, and just on the edges, they're hard to release. Kind of like a hard brush. Works well. girl doing it. That's a little better. Still have the I don't know where it went to. But it's gone. Okay. Are you gonna sing one, Ron? You make a move on the chessboard, Ron. It's your move. Your move to choose on the chessboard. You should choose a move on the chessboard. Good day now, all day, yesterday.
All right, I'll choose.
I think I'm just gonna back this phone. Okay, do you think? All right, yeah. Yeah, on this mask from this bag is the cherry. Nothing. You know what we need? We need a mask rack. Yeah, a mask rack. Chin, 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 chin. Okay. Got enough masks to make a pair of pants. Make a dress. Oh. Okay. Gloves, masks, and gloves in the bag. So what happened was I started collecting the masks. And the bag was just the gloves. And then it became masks and gloves. And it got overrun with masks. And then the bag deteriorated into nothingness. And so then it became a menagerie of masks and gloves. They're piled up on the piano bench. You don't want that outfit. Put this on this. And then it tight. Can't see. I stood it. Okay, let's take this. I'll save that for the song. Okay, here we go. Here, now I've got a next thing. Which is also a nice mask. Kind of matches out for the pattern. You can still use the mask. This mask. And this neck thing. Get this out here. Like this. Then I can go like this. Oh, got hair color. Change hair color and style. Hair color, hair style. Back to. Oh. Okay, there we go. There's the look right there. Okay, so now let's hear the difference in what the mask makes in the sound. Okay, so we're going to just keep talking about the mask over like this and listen to the difference of sibilants. It's like you lose a lot. Wow, amazing. Okay, anyway, so, and then some of our masks are one. Lose a lot through these. Listen to this one. Hello, say, so. Wow. See, say, so, see. Sally sells seashells for the seashore. So this doesn't have any mask, any protection hardly at all. So it is a cool piece of clothing. So wear. Yeah. Here is carry it right here in the keys. Therefore, this bunch of masks gets to be bundled into bundled into something. I'm looking for like a rubber band. Pipe tie here. Here we go. Pipe tie. That's a tie. Okay, here we go. Now all these reusables, disposables are in a bundle. I kept them all to see how many would collect over a period of time. Over a year or two so far. Bunches. So again, we're going to hang our monument. Now we're hanging right here with our monument on a mask rack. We got a mask rack. Yeah, a mask rack. Piece of water. Bread time. There you go. Oh. All right, now. Wrap. Grid. Here's my mask wrap. Duty. Plus all these additional things that it was to match. And then when you Oh, sorry. It's a little weepy, 'cause I got it. Oh, and I'm feeling creepy, 'cause I got a pee-pee. So I'm doing a live broadcast. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, all right, hold on. We go backstage. Hold on, hold on. Okay, let me know. Oh, 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 oh. Walking fast and full. Don't need to get involved. Keep it slow. I'll be with you in a second. These cats feel this stupid asshole. Oh, I said asshole. I'm gonna get bleed. I'm asking to go to the Stephen Bulgarian money. What's the name? Somebody was on the talking about how you can't say asshole without getting bleed. But you can say ass and you get bleed. You can say hole and you will get bleed. But you can't string them together and you get bleed. You'll bleed the whole part. So it's like it's part of the ridiculousness of the conservatism in the media. The conservatism in the media is the conservatism of the ones that run the media, but also the ones that are in internet sites like YouTube. Like, oh, but now we have public space negotiations. We can go post space stuff on public space negotiations. We're going to start ourselves posting stuff for the Goliath uh, Vortex motor manufacturer. Goliath Vortex motor. So anyhow, out your previous page, wipes out your queue list, wipes out everything you're doing. You're trying to build a queue list or something, whatever. I should, like I do. And here comes this video with this stupid other screen, this vertical view. Not that what I dislike most about it. I've been disliking the videos that come up like that. What I dislike most about it is that it wipes out what you're doing. It doesn't keep the cue you had. It doesn't continue the playlist you created. It takes you off on some tangent. Some unpredictable freaking tangent, like a tornado coming along, picking you up and taking you off into another place. That page itself is a vortex. That angers me. Anyway, all right, let's sing a song for you real quick. Shut the mics down so you get more pure sound. I could go to headphones, even better sound. That's all right. It's not bad. I think this is pretty good, right? Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to try. 19 white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've often missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. But I love you, yes I love you. Oh, how I love you. Whoa. Gazing at people, some hand in hand. Just what I'm going through, they can't understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you will be in the end. And I love you, yes I love you. Breathe deep the gathering gloom. Watch lights fade from every room. Bed sit the people back in lament when another day's useless pennies spent. Impassioned lovers restless one. Lonely man cries for love and has none. New mother picks up suckling her son. Senior citizens, they were young. Cold-hearted orb that rules the night, removes the colors from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white, but we decide which is right and which is an illusion. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because of visions softly creeping left its seats while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain, it still remained within the sounds of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone,
'Neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and disturbed the sound of silence. And in the light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fools say, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silent raindrops fell, but still echoed in the sounds of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the words said and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls in tenement halls and whispered in the sounds of silence. All right, well, I'm getting it, but see, I think I started, I'm a step too high in the whole deal when I start sound of silence part. So anyway, that's Nights of Silence. I'm rehearsing it, getting it better and better. I'm going to be recording it, multi-shot video, multiple characters, multiple voices. So we have one voice while it's going, hey, you fools, you do not know. Okay, or say, fools, I do not know, whatever the line is, I'm going to look it up. Okay, anyway, we'll have a voice going, oh, you do not know. Okay, and you do not know. And we'll have harmonies. And it's going to be and we're going to do like 15, 16 parts, 15 parts. Yeah, because there's one for each letter in an old master Jews. Okay, so anyway, 15 parts. Why I keep saying 16? Because it divides up evenly on the thing. You have one with a group shot. How about that? The 16th hole. There'll be 15. We'll have a group shot. One that says everyone, all in one little screen of screens or something. I don't know. But and then I'll switch about and whatever, and and make a video and put the background, and it ain't gonna be so simple. It's gonna be kind of complex. Trying to get through the edit, Love Gift to the World, waiting for Brian to come over and do the part that was recorded in there. He did the part, and now want to shoot the video. He's gonna have to do the guitar sync. Instead of a lip sync, it's called a guitar sync. And you got to play the notes you played, okay? You got to replay it, okay? And it don't matter if you're plugged in, as long as you're playing the same notes, but it's nice to be plugged in so you can hear it referenced. That's what I do. Anyway, as soon as that's out of my editor, I don't like switching from one project to another, you know what I mean? I'd like to, so anyway, a workstation, so I can have an editor and another thing, so I can open up an editor for other project. Is unstable. Okay, it just popped out for a second. Connection popped out for a second. All right, anyway, I think we're going to call this one done. We need to get off on the day's deeds and all that. Go replace our phone. We're going to look one more time. We're going to cancel our police report because after we did the search and pinged it and all that stuff, we were able to ping the location, and then it died. So that was telling me it's like nobody's watching it. It's like on the road somewhere. And so we're going to go look for it. Maybe we'll find it, but it's probably all busted up. Who knows? We're going to end up replacing it anyway. If we do find it. If somebody else finds it, maybe by the time somebody else finds it, who knows? Just if I'd had it on that tripod thing, like I always have, the big old clumsy tripod, it needs a shoulder strap. I'll never lose it. I won't ever lose it again. I don't lose cameras and tripods. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. So it's like, well, that'll end up being my tripod. Here, there's the girly man thing with the tripod thing, phone thing. Anyway, where's our little end button? Would you like me to play you a little piano first? I think I feel like a little piano first. Let me do that. Before I hit the end button, I'm going to sit down at the piano. I'll have my back turned to you, of course, but there's not much I can do about that without rearranging the whole space. The way I'm configured because I'm shooting off my laptop at the moment. So, make a move. Should make a move, huh?
Yeah, make a move, bitch. Make a move.
All right.
Go on, make a move.
I'm thinking here. What am I doing? Hold on. Well, let's see. Queen's Bishop Pawn, currently on 4. We'll move to 5. Queen's Bishop Pawn 5. All right, so be it. It's your final offer, final move, right? Yeah, uh-huh. All right, let's go to work. Time to go work. Time to end the video. Time to end the stream and go to work. Go look, see if we can find the phone, and then we got to go buy another one, I guess, if we can't find it. We got to go by the cop shop and explain to we decided that it's gone. It's been broken on the roadside, probably is what it is. Broken. And that's why maybe we didn't hear it, or maybe it traveled down the road a ways. We need to look the whole left. We need to walk the left. That's what we need to go do before we get into anything today. Is go right away and walk the whole left side of that road. See what we find. Okay? That's what we're going to do. All the way up from where the place is up to Wilson on Black. Walk. That's a short walk. Anyway, so we're going to say goodbye from here. And here, I got my mouse right here, see? So we can go in the stream. Here we go, daily, and with our daily stream, merrily, 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 merrily. But life is not the freaking dream. Anyway, see you later, okay? Bye-bye. To everybody, okay? That's suffering vortexes of their own, all right? To everybody. Our heart goes out to you for every metaphorical or non-metaphorical vortex, okay? That Reed Trimmer video, people that have to suffer through that F5 he was showing. Anyway, I'm not going to share the link because I don't want people to suffer through that fucking stupid, sorry. The freaking stupid vertical thing, I don't know, maybe some people like that, but what it does is it traps you in this whole list of other videos of stuff that's like, that's not even in your messages or anything, not anything that was, even some of it is not even pertinent. There's other video shorts. It slams you in the shorts. And it'd be okay if you didn't wipe out your playlist you had going on in the queue, I put it in a playlist, put it in queue, and here it comes, it hits this thing. What happened to my queue? What happened to my page? It's all gone. That's not right. Automatic stuff that you can't turn off is wrong. WRON wrong. G wrong. Okay? So anyway, that's part of that vortex. We'll see you later. Bye.